Simon O'Connor.
Very pleased to rise to speak to the Taxation, Annual Rates, Employee Allowances and Remedial Matters Bill. Not so much around the green economy that we've heard from the last speaker, Captain Picard, I believe, if I've looked correctly in the newspaper this morning from the Track Convention. Wanted to raise to a couple of points, particularly from the Greens. I'm sad that they're opposing this. Any tax bill is obviously there designed to make the economy work more efficiently, to provide the Crown an ability to pay for what it needs. And the irony we're seeing from the Greens is that they want to spend more and more money. We're hearing around now a gold-plated insulation system, but not actually interested in a bill like this, which provides tax revenue. We also hear what I think is a massive contradiction around the opposition of subsidies. They see the desire around the oil rig exemptions for foreign seismic vessels and the like, introduced by a Labor government, happily rolled over by a National government. We hear the Greens saying that that's a subsidy, but then continue on to talk about subsidies for biofuel, subsidies for other clean, green, smart technologies. Of course, it's never really specific what that is. And also then, subsidies which are effectively the nature of the green bank that they talk about. On the other side, we heard from previous Labor members the continuing disquiet around Facebook and Google. As my colleague Paul Goldsmith pointed out, they're not quite talking about the ban that they had initially suggested on those sites. And we hear from another speaker on Labor a little earlier that the key to economic growth in New Zealand is to create more taxes, such as the capital gains tax. It doesn't make sense. Mr. Speaker, this bill does. It's an omnibus bill. It's addressing a number of issues in the economy, a number of issues that have been fed back to us by employees and employers, of course. It's addressing areas, around employee allowances first and foremost, those elements from travel to meals, seeking clarification there. This is a party about removing red tape and providing clarity. It's also looking at, as I said, we've heard about FATCA around America. A thing I would add there, of course, is that if you're a citizen of a country or a member of a club, you play by those rules, be you a New Zealander, and a Canadian, an Australian or American. And that's really quite critical, so we're putting those mechanisms in place. We're also working around the whole thin capitalisation approach, where people are able to, at the moment they're able to load debt against their investment. We've looked at that and said that's not appropriate. So this is a wide-ranging bill, as you'd expect with an omnibus bill. I support it in its second reading and look forward to the Committee of the Whole House.
Andrew Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of New Zealand First, I take a call on the Taxation, Annual Rates, Employee Allowances